All right, welcome back to the Space Luchador program. Today, well, let's talk about power, specifically power moves. Now, the title of the video today is Women Will Ignore You. Now, you must understand that is indeed a power move, and most men always fail, right? Because again, it's a paradox. Understand, it's a perfect paradox once you understand it. Now, I'm gonna try to go ahead and explain it for you just like that. But before we get started, help me help you by buying me a coffee, right? Now you can pause it here and take a picture of it, or actually scan it, whatever. It'll take you right to the page. So help me help you. Let's get started. Now, back to the power move and test and all this other stuff. Now, I don't want to make this video too long. I did have a whole damn video to react to, but I don't think you're interested in that anyways, right? You're here, you want just straight up raw truth, and you've found the spot. This is it, all right? Anyways, let's talk about power and power moves. Now, most of the power moves are so simple. They really are, because of the great paradox that I speak of, right? Now, let's say you're talking to a girl and you're going back and forth. Obviously, here's the paradox. You want her. She don't necessarily want you. That's the problem. Now, everybody beats around the bush on this specific topic, right? Because they refuse to believe a simple thing you'll hear here first in the Space Luchador program, right? Now, understand, it should not matter what she wants. And I know that's controversial, right? But that is a paradoxical answer in itself. Understand that. But let's forget about that for now. That's next level. You will get there soon enough. But understand at the very least that you do want her, okay? Now, she don't necessarily want you. Now, what does that mean? It means what I just said, right? How can this be? How can you be talking to a woman that doesn't necessarily like you, but she's talking to you? Understand, when, and she will, inevitably, right, that word, she will ghost you, or reject you, or not answer, or whatever the hell, right? Or dodge, duck and dodge, whatever it is. All of these are but one simple thing. One, a test, and two, a power move, which you will inevitably fail. Why? Because of this premise of what I just told you. You want her. She don't necessarily want you. Now, the reason I say not necessarily is because it's this little thing called you have to make her. Now, I know how that sounds. Again, this is why it's so damn hard. This is why no guru out there has it right? This is why I claim I do. Because I'm telling you the actual, true, beyond, next level, psychology proven, science backed by the Space Luchador seal of approval, right? I've done the work. I've done the math, okay? If I'm telling you this because it's the way it is. Now it's complicated. I can show you the, the math and all that other crap. You don't need that. I've broken it all down and basically re-engineered it enough to explain it to you in simple forms, right? Just like that. Now here's the simple form. What I mean by not necessarily means she doesn't know yet if she likes you enough, but she likes you just enough to be talking to you. Understand? This knowledge, this understanding has been lost, especially in the United States, right? Because every institution, right, from Hollywood to politics to commercials to just random ass people in the street, right? To everybody, to your family members, to school, everything and anything is telling you, right, not to be a man, right? That's bad or toxic and all that other crap. Sadly, that is the very answer to all of these shit tests, right? And the red flags and all that other crap. So understand, well, the inner gears, right, is hard. And there's a lot of, moving parts and all that occur. Understand what's really going on, right? That's all you really need to know. Well, why in the hell is everybody attacking this one thing? Well, it may be that that's the answer. Making it easy once you understand. See what I'm saying? Now, again, let's go back to power move. So, she turns around and stops answering you, or duck and dodge, or whatever the hell it is. It's a power move. So, what do you do when you are hit with one of these damn power moves? You give one right back. A bigger power move. Now understand, when faced with a move where you're like, holy crap, I asked the big question and she dodged it. Clearly, you, I, she, right? Everybody involved knows it was a dodged question. However, here's the premise, right? Or here's the problem. And at the same time, my example. Now that you're faced with a dodged question, well, you're limited, right? You're limited now to your own power move. But understand, you set yourself up because you did the big question, right? And gave her the ability to power your ass, right out of the game, right? It was a power move, not necessarily to like eliminate you, but it was a power move to see what you got. Basically, it's like an opportunity, right? But most guys fail because it's like, oh shit, well, I already asked the obvious. She clearly didn't answer. Now what do I do? Well, you go right back to nice guy shit, right? You go right back to like, well, now I need to beat around the bush. You go right back to trying to beg, plead, cry, and all this other crap. Now you're in the bigger, right, most effed up situation. Now you're in friend zone. Before you know it, you're screwed, wasted all sorts of time, and you can never get it back, right? Others, out of desperation, show their true colors, right? Or pissed off, whatever it is. Complain. You cry. Now you're in a bigger shit show, right? Anyways, the point is, once you understand the power move. So what is the answer, Space Lucha? Tell me what the hell the answer is. Well, your own power move. Clearly, you've been dodged, right? So, you must understand, now there's nothing you can do, right? But, understand, in the game of love and war, everything and anything, even not making a move, is a move. And this is why I love this game, because it's next level psychology. It's next level mental games, right? It takes you to the very limits of understanding of psychology, philosophy, knowledge, right? Hell, experimental, right? I love all this crap. I love it. But understand, even not doing nothing is somehow a move in itself, right? So understand, that is the move. But understand that at the same time, if you successfully pass the test that I speak of, you will ultimately come back right to where you started. So the goal is to know what move, maybe at the very least what not to do, so you don't end up in this situation and basically backtrack, right, and end up where you were before. And I know how it sounded, really complicated, right, of going back and forth. But this is the game of cat and mouse. This is what it is, right? It is what it is, and there ain't no other way, right? So for everybody, oh, this is why we're going our own way, and we're tired of games and all this other crap. I hate to tell you, but it is the way it is, and this is what it takes. So understand, right? But sometimes you could just, once you get it and all this other stuff, you can just like fast track, right? Fast track. Instead of doing the back and forth for a couple weeks, just fast track. Run right through it. Boom. Right? Now you're in favorable position, and just move on and understand, all right? Power moves. Now, each power move, right, it has to be treated in once you get it right. Like right now, for example, I got no damn example other than what would be a good one. Well, let's say you're like, well, let's go out sometime, right? Boom. She hits you back with some other question, completely ignoring the let's go out sometime. That's a duck and dodge move. Like she's still talking to you, but you clearly know she got the message, but basically is not interested, right? But understand she is indeed talking to you. So therefore, right, in the same understanding of she's ducking and dodging, you must understand, and this is part of the test, right? Understand what's actually going on, why she did it, and what's your next move, right? The move is, yes, she ignored it, right? But now you know. Now you know that she ignored it, and there must be a reason why she continues to talk to you despite you already showing your true colors, right? Now you must pivot, do your own ducking and dodging. See what I'm saying? I was like, oh, well, she at some point, I'm telling you, she'll give the same damn equivalent of a move where you can in turn then duck and dodge, right? It's just basically what I call fire with fire. So there you go. Again, I could go on for, I could go on for hours explaining it, but understand, power moves, simple. There's simple ways out, simple logic stuff, simple stuff. It really is. You just got to understand, at the very least, what not to do, or what to do so you can fast track it. Just get it out of the way. Boom, out the way. Some power moves are just straight up no answer. Boom. Right? So you don't go, oh, did you get the message? Did you not? What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Then you got to come up with your own power move, right? At some point you will like it, right? And you'll become clever. You'll be able to do power moves left and right. You'll be ducking and dodging yourself. And you will successfully have become what you were supposed to be all along. Believe it or not, right? Now, I don't have like an example right now other than, what do I have? Well, that's it, right? Simple explanation again. Power moves. So there you go. I'll see you on the next Space Studio program.